What is up, guys? Another week, another episode. Guess what? We have in store for us again tonight. We also have another guest speaker, guys. This is going to be a good one. Guys, tune in to and hear about what this speaker has to offer. So, well, I don't know
Offer?
what he has to offer, but what he has to say. Let's
We
just
should
say
ask
that.
him what he has to offer. And if he doesn't have anything to offer, David, I think we're going to blame the shit on you. It's your
Out.
fault. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? Can you
Yep.
hear me okay?
Yep.
Are
As
you?
as as always, I am the host, David DeBruyne of this podcast, Midwest Dad Squad. Alongside, I have my new and improved co-host with all of his technology. Give it up for Eric Gold, everybody.
Boy, I got myself a mic. I got a camera. I'm not doing it on the phone anymore. I got my own room. It probably echoes like hell in here because I don't have my sound deadening foam. I actually need to go to McDonald's and all these fast food places and get those styrofoam cups thingies and
Yeah,
whatnot. So
absolutely, Eric. Eric, what do you tell them what we have in store for? I mean, I already told them, but I mean,
you
what
told them.
what? Well, I told them we have a guest speaker, but I don't know. You got anything else you want to?
Yeah, actually I do because this is like really, really super cool. I probably shouldn't be saying this, but I took my kid out yesterday, out in public for the first time in like 2 days, and I was teaching her. We were doing a little daughter or daddy daughter bonding time. Guess where we were doing it at?
We're at.
At the liquor store. I was teaching her how to find the good stuff.
10 years old.
Yes. So, what?
I made you that ring you wanted.
Okay, get out of here. I'm on here. Jesus. That's Lucy. So yesterday we were talking about we were in the store and we're like, hey, I want one of these bottles. These are like really, 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 really rare because usually it only comes down to like right here. But at the same time, this is called a slam dunk, where they dunk it in and then it pours out and stuff like that. But we were looking for them yesterday, and then all of a sudden that popped up on Facebook, and I had to buy it. It's a bottle that I'm not even going to drink. I'm not going to open it because it's just so cool. Super rare, but yeah, it's like one in every 200 bottles.
Ooh.
That's what I have in store. That's like my cool thing. Like I had a really good day today. All kinds of cool stuff coming my way.
Hey, that's good. Makes
Heck
makes
yeah.
the day go by quick too.
Yeah. Like I'm the best dad ever. Trust me. Tell me. Ask me. Ask me.
Tell
I'll
me,
tell you.
ask me. Ask me about my win.
Okay, so before we ramble on for an hour and a half like we did last week, dude, we're still talking about that episode. That was an awesome episode last week with the old
Oh,
dad so racing.
absolutely. Shout out to Danny and Murph. That was or I don't Daniel. I don't know what he prefers, but yeah, that was awesome last week. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, don't forget if you guys want, they are doing Murph actually shared it to our Facebook page. They got the concrete challenge races. You will see me out there cheering on Murph, and I don't know if Dan, the Dragon Slayer, Dragon Man, is going to be doing it, but I don't know. Maybe he's out slaying some dragons or something like that. But anyways,
When
it's
when
going
is that?
on, huh?
When is that?
David, come on! He posted the Facebook page.
I was just testing you to see if you looked
Well,
at
it's
it.
Friday and Saturday. So Friday is a test and tune, and then Saturday it's like an all-day event, which is kind of cool. Like 1:00, they're doing a time lapse, and then there's some hot laps, and then 6:00 on Saturday is the true race, like the races. It's $20 to get in for adult, a little bit cheaper if you are 12 and under. Why do I know so much about this thing? I'm not even.
You're not even a race fan.
I know. I can't even spell race. Anyways, this speaker that we got today, little guest, it's something different. I mean, you guys are going to be seeing a lot of different stuff from us over the next couple months. I mean, just we're switching it up. We're doing the cool stuff. We want to be the cool dads of the Midwest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
he What do you
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like shocked that I don't have to go off my phone.
you keep staring at your freaking laptop screen, being like, "Oh, I love it.
I know it's just like,
changing my life."
oh. God, you're such a jerk.
I know.
It's a little bit PG this week.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't
Maybe.
know. Maybe.
You don't know this person.
I don't know this person. I don't think anybody else knows this person, but this is really cool. Why are we keeping it PG, you ask? Well, it's kind of weird because
YouTube says so.
Huh?
YouTube says so.
Yeah. Anyways, David, what do we got going on? Like, I'm just rambling on, like getting everybody's excitement like level way up here, and we're like ready.
So, I mean, I pretty much already said what we have going on. We have a guest speaker again. We should probably get him revealed here pretty soon, shouldn't we? Or should we just keep him waiting?
Like, I
Should
don't
we
know
just
how to hint this
should we
guy.
just, should we just be assholes and just keep him waiting? Just be like, when am I coming on?
Well, his dad would probably kick your butt.
You just gave the idea away.
What? Maybe his dad's like 50.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you don't know
maybe.
that.
Maybe.
Well, let's I know there's like thousands of people watching us and wanting us to reveal this guest speaker. It's like Scooby-Doo, and they're like, "Oh, who's the ghost?" And they're like, "Oh, it's you, Shaggy."
I would have got away with it too. We went for you meddling kids and your dumb dog. I'll get you for this. we actually have 6 viewers right now and 1 heart. So
Is that
that's
from your mom?
probably. Mom, if you're watching, I love you.
Some odd reason she thought your sister was on this podcast.
I think she's probably on here too. I still can't see it, even though I scheduled the YouTube for later and I still can't see. So, all right. Without further ado, Eric, can I get a proper drum roll, please? And here comes our guest. Here he is. And boom.
Boom!
What up, Braxton?
Oh, hey, it's Eric. There's 2 Erics here. Come
What's
on,
good?
Dave.
Dang it.
Oh, I'm in the wrong spot.
Hey,
Ooh.
look at that. You're skiing
There,
now, boy.
I got you in the right spot now. guys who don't know who this person is, this is my buddy Roy Vessler. This is his son, Braxton. We decided to bring a son on the page or on the podcast just to get their insight and just kind of pick their brain a little bit about, things. I guess I can't come up with the words right now. So
what makes the good dad? What makes a great dad? So what we're kind of hinting is not really hinting, but just trying to get to the point. We want everybody to know like what makes a great dad in the eyes of your kids that are old enough to be on the podcast and actually like really be able to answer our questions, and then obviously the moms, the wives, all that stuff. What makes a great Midwest dad? So we got Braxton on here. We're going to drill him with some questions. We're going to be like interrogating him.
Yep.
I wish we had one of the brighter lights, like the FBI, like exactly.
Oh. Stupid camera.
Yes. Braxton, are you ready for this? Are you nervous?
A little bit.
Yeah. You ever been on camera with 2 guys before?
That sounds wrong, but yeah.
This is supposed to be PG, Eric. Damn it.
I'm on another podcast. Where I come from, we call that OF, but okay.
Outfield.
Oh God.
Oh, that's good stuff. Well, yeah, we're going to ask you some questions. First, I think David's going to ask you some questions about yourself. Nothing too personal. And then we're going to ask you some questions about your dad.
Okay.
And like I said, once again, nothing too personal. Kind of what makes your dad the cool dad. What you would prefer, or what in your eyes, what would make a kind of a good dad of stuff you're into, and just all kinds of weird shit.
Gotcha.
But
All right. Well, I guess I can start off with Braxton.
Questions this week because we don't have people just nonstop talking.
Right. Don't know them, but they might be watching. I'm not sure. But yeah, so Braxton, since you're a sophomore in high school,
Yeah.
what is your favorite subject?
Personally, I would have to go with my geometry class. Math is my sweet spot
Geometry. Why geometry?
because math for me is like easy subject, and my dad was good at it, so I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah, you guys are like spitting images of each other, so I believe that you're probably good at math too, but
Oh yeah, it's mad easy.
mad easy. Yeah, I wish I could say that. Math is my absolute worst subject on this earth. I still
Wasn't
can't.
for a calculator, I couldn't math at all.
No. Never been good at math. What do you look forward to most with like after high school and stuff like that? Like, are you looking to go to school? Like, are you just gonna try to work?
I'm probably have to go with like work right away, get my own place, my own car, do whatever I want. You know, that freedom.
Do whatever you want, yeah. For a little bit.
Yeah,
Un-
then I get worried about
until
bills.
yeah, until other responsibilities come and then
Yeah,
but you got plenty of time. You're what, 16 now?
yeah.
That's crazy. Can't believe you're 16 already. I've known you since you were boy, I don't even know, like 13 maybe?
Yeah, I
12?
think 13 or 12.
Something like that. It's
That's
crazy
2
how
years.
no.
It's 3 years.
Okay.
In dog years, that's like 153.
Exactly. That's quite a long time.
Exactly.
I forgot my other question now. Gosh dang it. Do you have your driver's license?
I have my ID, but I don't got driver's license yet.
No driver's license yet. Are you gonna take
No.
driver's ed like this summer?
I'm hoping to. I want to get a car soon.
Yeah.
Hey, I sell cars. I'll get you a heck of a good deal.
Yeah,
On
there
top.
you go.
Heck yeah.
He can hook you up, that's for sure.
You up.
Heck yeah.
Absolutely.
I think that's pretty much it for my questions. I mean, I know Braxton personally quite well, so it's like
Oh,
there's
man.
there's really nothing new that I don't know.
Good thing we
What?
don't rely on Davey to do this whole freaking podcast. Holy cow, we'd be done.
Where's Murph when I need him?
Yeah, no kidding.
Also, he just popped right in.
We referenced the guys from last week. We spent an hour and a half on the podcast on it's called Dad So Hard Racing, and just talking about them racing and doing cool, crazy stuff. So no, it was pretty good episode. But let's continue with these questions. Like Davey's got 3 questions. I got some more questions.
You don't know him, so it'll be
I
more
don't
interesting
know
for
him.
you.
So with this, every episode we have to bring food into it because that's what I do. I love to eat. I just had a bagel and cream cheese for a snack, and I'm now on this Propel fitness water kick. This is not sponsored by Propel, sponsored by my freaking wallet. What is your favorite thing to eat at school lunch? Because my kid comes home and she complains about the nastiest things, like Taco Tuesday's nasty. Mondays are nasty. It's like, dude, you got to eat something. You got to find something. You got to spruce it up. High school, middle school, elementary is all different. I know, like yesterday, you guys had tacos, I think it was, or walking tacos, just because my nephew goes to school over there. So, like, what's your favorite go-to school lunch?
I'd have to go with the mixed vegetables and dumplings or grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Oh yeah, see, that's a Midwest staple right there. The old grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Oh,
That is, oh yes, absolutely.
Nah.
David doesn't like tomato soup, so
I don't like tomatoes, so
Me too. but
tomato
soup's
soup
still
might be
good.
okay. Tomato soup might be okay, but yeah, just the actual tomatoes, no.
yeah, you gotta like dip your grilled cheese in it and 2 pieces of grilled or cheese in there. Heck yeah,
Heck yeah. That sounds
Yeah.
really good right now. Make me hungry.
absolutely. I
Damn it,
agree.
it does.
So when you make your grilled cheese, here's a little secret: you put your sliced cheese in there, but also get a little bit of that cream cheese in there. Whoo, yeah.
Don't like cream
that one.
cheese.
Gotta write that one down.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff. Let's see. What kind of job do you want to get? Do you work now?
I was working at Crumble Cookie. I recently just got fired though.
Oh man, I love me some good crumble cookie.
I know
Yeah.
they were good for when I had them.
Didn't you have a job opportunity like somewhere else like recently besides Crumble? I thought you were applying somewhere else.
Yeah, Taco John's and Burger King, all by Roosevelt.
Yeah,
Nice.
let's do Taco John's because I love the Tato Lays. Heck yeah!
I
Yeah,
tried, but they haven't given me no call back. That's what I was waiting
Oh, man.
for. So
they pay
So
the
here-
best too.
Here's what you got to do with those jobs, and I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just gonna kind of somewhat tell you how to do it. Every job that I've ever applied for, I've always called them. So call them and bug them. Either they're going to get really annoyed with you calling, and either they're not going to hire you, or they're going to look at it as like, damn, this kid wants a job. We got to get him in here. He's ambitious. Right, Davey?
Oh yeah.
I'll keep telling them.
Absolutely. That's a good pointer. Like it's crazy. So I think that's all the questions I have about. No, Davey. Davey. I will come through that computer screen and slap you.
You don't know where I live.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I know where you live.
I'll call your wife.
No, don't call Garrett. Don't bring her into this.
Oh man. All right, Braxton. We're gonna get some questions about the kid's perspective of a Midwest dad.
Gotcha.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Midwest dad. I say
When somebody asks you what's the definition of a Midwest dad, what are you thinking? Are you thinking like flannel, plaid, like Carhartt jackets, and like what are you thinking? Like a cup of Starbucks or Stanley Cup? What is your definition of a Midwest dad?
I feel like it's something like where like a family goes out, like does sports with their dad. Like my dad does softball, and then my brothers and sisters are starting up. Or like you go out to like somewhere outside, like something like traveling.
Yeah, Midwest is all about the outdoors. Do you do hunting or fishing?
Do a little bit of fishing.
Yeah, where do you go fishing at?
Terrace Park.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
You ever fish in your bathtub?
No, not yet.
Me neither. Oh
Just
man, that's good stuff. What are some Midwest staples? You know, we're talking about grilled cheese and tomato soup. Like when your mom says, Braxton, come set the table. Dinner's ready. What is your meal that you're hoping to be on that table?
Personally, I have to go with either when they make like something in the crock pot, like beef stew or
Yes.
God, what's it called? Something like chicken. Anything chicken from that crock pot is real good.
Yeah. Do you like bone-in chicken or like chicken breast? Boneless chicken,
All
boneless,
chicken.
skinless. Bone-in chicken?
All chicken's good, but bone-in
All
chicken's top
chicken?
tier.
Yeah. Dark meat or white meat?
Meat's meat, but dark meat.
Oh man, yeah, you got a little more flavor with that dark meat. All right, so now, God, I'm just trying to think of questions. Dessert, like we got like being in like South Dakota, we got some dedicated desserts to our states. I mean, every state has that. I think ours is the Kuchen or Kitchen or something like that. It's like quiche or something like that. What's your favorite dessert? Like your Midwest dessert? Like what is something that you're like when you go over to your friend's house, you're eating and they're like, oh, dessert. I mean, my kid likes root beer floats with different ice cream or with different soda. Or do you like the OG chocolate chip cookie with a glass of milk? Like what is your Midwest dessert?
I feel like I have to go with like something baking, like brownies, cookies, chocolate cake, all that good stuff.
Yes, I love a good brownie. Okay, so now with the question of the brownie, are you a centerpiece or are you the edge piece?
Edge piece. I love that crunch you get in there. It's like
Yes.
all soft and then crunch at the end is so good.
Like if the recipe says like cook for 20 minutes, you cook for 23 minutes just so it gets a little bit more crunchy.
Oh yeah, that's
Yes.
stuff.
Absolutely.
What are you,
What-
Eric?
What?
What are you? End piece or middle piece?
I'm the whole damn pan.
Oh, God.
If I can beat Lucy to it, then yeah, But my sister made some chocolate chip cookies, and I'll tell you, I had 2 of those for dinner tonight. Yes, those were amazing. All right, Braxton, these are some tough questions. What is your dad's profession?
He mainly does like outside work, like Terrace Park. Like he mainly cleans that place, does the piping for all that, for the park and the outside in general.
He's a park maintenance worker for Terrace Park for the city of Sioux Falls.
Okay. How long has
So-
he been doing that?
Shoot, for a long time.
I think it's
don't know
like
how long.
8 or 9 years.
Okay. So is he got to get up early and go to work and then come home, like, or is he an 8 to 5 kind of guy?
No, he wakes up at like 6, 5 in the morning, works till like 2.
Oh, he's got the good life.
Yeah, it's usually like 7 to 3:30. It's pretty good hours, honestly.
Heck yeah, that's awesome. So you don't do any sports or anything, any extracurricular activities after school, do you?
No, I don't do any.
Okay, so you come home, your dad comes home at work, or after work, you come home after school. What is something you guys do together that you both enjoy?
I'd have to say whenever like we do like cookout type deals, I love like making the food with him. So much fun to like season it, mix it around, cook it, or like when I come home and he's just like, let's go play outside, play some Pokemon, play some softball.
You play Pokemon Go?
Yeah.
What's your favorite Pokemon?
Pokemon.
I have like 50 different shiny Garchomps.
I don't know what that is, but my daughter is a huge fan of Eevee. It's Eevee this, Eevee that. Like it is fun. Like she's just now going through that stage. Like you said, it's fun to sit down and like do that stuff. So she's like, Dad, can you download Pokemon Go so we can like trade Pokemons and put them in our Pokedex? And I'm like, man, this dad ain't got time for that. Like we got to do other stuff. Like I want to cook. I don't want to play. I'm not a big gamer. I'm not a big sports guy. Like I don't do any of that stuff. I rather cook and sit on the couch and do nothing. What are some family activities you guys do on the weekends? You guys have game nights or anything like that?
Sometimes we'll like play like Uno,
Yes.
or let's like playing the board games we have.
You ever play Uno Attack?
Heck yeah.
No, I've never played that one.
What?
Oh, that's that
You
thing
got
you're
it.
like, oh, that's amazing. If you guys want to borrow it, Daddy Eats. This guy right here has it, and it's freaking fun. It's like you hit the button, and it might give you 1 card, might give you no cards, but at the same time, it might give you 8 cards. And yeah, when my daughter gets like 9 cards, she gets so mad, and it's fun. AKA Daddy Eats. It's with a Z. It's not with an S because when I was making my TikTok, somebody already had the ET or EATS.
Well, that's fine. It's on here, so nobody has that. So nobody has this podcast. So
What else? Like when you hear the word, the phrase Midwest, what are some things that just pop into mind? Like,
I think of like downtown parades, like was it like the Native American Day parade? That one, I think like just a big old parade. Everyone's lined up waiting to see all the rides come down.
heck yeah. What's your favorite holiday?
I gotta go with Halloween. It's so much fun. Just going out late.
Just going out egging houses? Yeah, that's fun. But the thing is, like, I used to do that stuff, and now I'm at to the point where, like, fuck, man, I need those eggs for breakfast. Don't be doing that shit. Eggs are $5.99 a dozen and a half. Come on.
I was gonna say, whatever happened to PG?
Well, I don't know. It kind of went out the door.
Yeah, I told you.
It's tough. It's tough. Braxton, when you get to be a dad, it's tough. I mean, you get kids and swearing's like it comes natural to you. It's one of those things.
Hey,
You wake up in the morning and the first words out of your mouth are fuck. And then you go to the bathroom and getting ready for work and you're like, shit. And then it's all downhill from there. It don't get better. It don't.
maybe just you, because you know how to calm down.
Dude, I seriously run. I'm very, very tight wound or wound up or whatever they want to call it. Like just everything gets me annoyed in the morning. Like getting Lucy up at 7:30.
One
Or
way
not-
to
not
make Eric mad, just set a pin for him that he doesn't know, and then
Oh,
he
geez.
keeps trying to get into it.
Yeah, 6:30 I wake up my kid, and it's like 9:30 we're going to school, and she's got to be there at 7:30. Braxton, what are some things your dad does for you that you still like? Does he like wake you up? Does he tuck you in? Does he read you a bedtime story?
Does he kiss you on the forehead?
No, no, he just wakes me up in the morning for school mostly.
How does he wake you up? With an alarm clock, or does he yell at you?
Get
He
up!
either yells "get up" or he just rips the blanket off me.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's
Does he
awesome.
does he ever take the mattress and flip it on you?
He almost did one time. It was scary.
That's awesome. What are some
hilarious.
things you? Oh, you were saying something?
Oh, I'm just saying that's hilarious.
What are some things that your dad does that annoys you, or that like really like, come on, Dad, knock it off? They're like, just stop.
When he drops me off for school and he says, "Bye, my perfect angel," or "Bye, princess."
I could so totally see him doing that.
God,
He
as
is
soon
a
as I open the door.
smart ass.
That's awesome. Did he usually do it when you're in front of all your friends?
He just does it as soon as I open the door and like everyone's just right there.
That's awesome.
You should do it to him, like, just in case, like, if you guys are shopping at, like, Victoria's Secret or something, like, with your mom or, like, Lizzie sometime, and just be like, "Sweet, bye, my sweet angel."
Does your mom ever drop you off at school?
Sometimes, mostly Dad.
I gotcha. What's your mom do for work?
She sits at home and does like set up jobs for people on a computer. I don't really know what
Okay.
it's called.
So she, like, searches up, like, a part, and then they kinda, like, I can't remember what the heck the thing is, but, like, she, like, shops for, like, parts or something like that, and then enters them in the system and kinda
Gotcha.
it's hard to explain too. I don't
No,
really know 100.
I totally get it. I totally get it. Let's see. What are some things you do that pisses your dad off?
When I don't clean my room or I don't do what they say right away.
Yeah. So when they tell you to do something, how many times do they have to repeat it? Like my kid, I'm telling you right now, it's like 55.
At least a good handful of times, like 6 maybe.
I think that's all kids.
His mom just commented, "Daddy's perfect angel."
I see that. I definitely see that now. That's
hilarious.
awesome.
Braxton, we get off topic quite a bit here, so don't be surprised if we are talking about one thing and then we just like, "Oh, squirrel!" Like,
Yeah, it happens quite a bit.
it happens all the time. So sorry about that. We'll warn you in advance.
So when it's your dad's birthday or it's Father's Day, do you ever do anything special for him?
I act real nice for that day.
You act
I
real
don't-
nice.
Act real nice. Act,
You don't like-
act.
Uh,
He's not just nice; he just acts nice for him.
You don't make breakfast in bed or make him some coffee or rub his
sometimes,
feet or
Rub his feet.
sometimes I'll try to like make dinner or a meal or get him something at least if I can.
okay. What kind of food do you what's like a go-to food that you could make that you think your dad would actually eat? Like what's his favorite food that you could be like, dang, I can make that and my dad's gonna be proud.
Usually steak, anything
Steak?
steak related.
Oh.
Anything steak related. Whew, yeah, I'd go for a steak right now. We should probably put it to the test. You could cook me and David a steak. We'll tell you if it's good or not. We'll tell you if your dad's been lying to you for all these years.
So, fun fact about Roy, about his dad. So, you love to cook, Eric. Roy loves to cook. He used to be a cook at Fuddruckers. What did he not?
Oh my
Braxton?
God, I love Fuddruckers, the old Western burger. Oh,
Yeah.
the cheese sauce, the fries. Oh my God.
And then I think he was a cook somewhere else too. So I wouldn't be surprised if Braxton can make a mean meal. So
Heck yeah. Dude, I miss Fuddruckers.
I do too.
It was so good.
I had it like twice, but the twice that I went there, it was amazing.
I had it like twice in a day. Man, that stuff was so good.
Jeez.
Oh, dude, nothing beats a good Fuddruckers burger. Five Guys, nope. McDonald's, Burger King, Burger Time. What else? Actually, Murph's Burgers or whatever that is. That's a pretty good burger joint. It's at that little food truck. That's a pretty good one.
Oh,
It's on the east side of town here, over there by I don't know Kathmandu or whatever.
what? Kathmandu?
It's on the other side of I don't know, it's over there by Menards or whatever, kind of sort of down the street.
Yeah,
there.
you know.
That's
where
actually
John
funny
Morel's-
because down the street is right where I'm pointing. The way I am in my house is just right down the street, right down there.
Yeah, you know where like John Morel's is. It's nowhere near there.
Oh no, John Morel's is that way. Actually, it's that way. That looks bad.
His mom just said Fuddruckers cheese bacon ranch fries the best.
Stephanie,
Would-
I got you. Yep,
would-
absolutely.
Quit it, Stephanie. I'm hungry.
Yum yum yum. And the Western burger, like the burger with the avocados or the guac on it. Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I'm trying to think of some other questions. What are some things that your dad doesn't do that you expect him to do?
Shoot, that's a hard one.
Charge my controllers.
I have to go with shoot. Not only it's like all the time I expect him to at least like take his time on like a story game, and then I'll wait a day and he'll almost have like the entire game beaten and maxed out.
Okay. You guys play video games or board games more?
More of
Video.
like video games, yeah.
Okay. So Xbox, PlayStation, what is it, computer or what?
PlayStation, Switch.
PlayStation and the Switch. The Switch is
They ju-
actually pretty good. I do like
Yeah.
the Switch.
They just got that Switch again.
Heck yeah.
I know you had one before, but
Yeah.
did you play Mario Party yet?
I haven't. They have.
He
course
told
they
me
have.
he told me he hasn't played it like when I was over there yesterday, so they must have just started playing yesterday.
Your parents, if they can't wait for you to play a game, they're inconsiderate. I'm telling you right now. Can't wait like 2 hours for you to get out of school. They're like, hey, let's hurry up and get a little game going before Braxton gets home.
Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what it is.
Braxton, you got any brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I got a little brother and little sister.
Yeah. You think your dad likes them more than you?
I feel like he likes the little brother a little bit more.
What age do you think you get at that your dad's like, okay, yeah, he's just another one of them kids there. I'll just let him go. And I got another one.
Jeez.
Well, David needs to know. David needs to know when to have another kid. That's why we're asking.
Oh, yeah. Just
Oh,
chomping at the bit.
I'd say around like middle school endish.
Like 15, maybe?
Around 14, 13, yeah.
Well, I got a 15-year-old. I got a 10-year-old. They're both girls, so it is what it is. They're both the same in my eyes. They're both a pain in the butt. They both cost me money. I'll never have nice things.
What room
kind
are
of
you in
question-
right now?
Who, me?
You have a $3,000 laptop. Yeah, you never have a nice thing ever.
It's a used laptop.
Still,
Brand
Alien
new.
Braxton, it's Alienware. Can you tell me that that's not a nice
Oh.
laptop?
Alienware is mad expensive and good though.
I don't know. I bought it used.
It's still a good laptop. Expensive
Yeah.
and nice.
It is nice. Hey, I work hard. Not really. I don't. All right, Braxton. Now we're going to do a little something that we don't ever do. We are going to open up these this time for you to ask us as dads questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's like the hardest part about like being a dad, like you in your eyes?
In my eyes?
Yeah.
God, that's actually that's a very good question.
That's a really good question, actually.
I would say the finances of it, of where do you put your money to, I mean, I guess really the finance part of it, of like starting out, like first time dad for me, I didn't really have much. So it's, do I buy a pack of diapers, or do I buy a t-shirt, or do I buy food? Like, where do I go? Where do I got to cut costs to make sure that the next purchase is going to be a proper fit for my family? That's what I would say. I'd say the finances is probably the hardest part. Like, what bill do you pay when you're strapped for cash and you have $600 and you got to pay $700 in bills? Like, where do you want to take the late charge, or where can you, kind of do that? I guess that's what I think.
Okay.
I would say probably just like finding time to do everything. Like when you got a bunch of stuff to do around the house, when you got dishes to do, when you got, just to pick up the house, when your kid's up, especially when they get to that 1 years old mark, you literally you have to do it when they're napping. Otherwise you'll never get anything done. And it's frustrating because for one, like sometimes they don't nap and then you're tired and you got all that stuff to do, and it's basically just like a time crunch, just time management, just figuring out when is the correct and proper ways of doing things at what time of the day. I guess there's really no like exact time, like every day you can't really say I'm gonna do it at this time every single day, because for one, you're working all day, and your spouses or whatever, like they work different shifts. So just finding time to, I guess, to just do those things, I think that's like another like huge struggle too, and it can be very, very exhausting and mentally draining too.
That's a good one. Yes, time crunching, time management is huge. I guess that's the best advice I could give you, is make sure you manage your time wisely and save as much money as you can. The older you get, stuff's not getting cheaper. So
No,
Oh yeah, mad expensive for anything.
exactly. What else you got in there? I bet you got a lot of good stuff up in there.
Um, what's like your favorite activity to do with your family?
Sleep. I love when I'm sleeping. No, it's
spending
just
good quality time with my daughter.
it varies kind of day to day. Like it's truly spending time with her. So depending on the day of what we're doing, so like Sundays, like that's kind of our day to like temporarily clean the house a little bit and then go shopping and stuff like that. But I really, really enjoy cooking. So when my daughter comes in, my youngest daughter comes in, she lives with me. But when she comes in and she's like my taste tester, that's like the best thing ever. That's like the quality time. Like I get enough of her, but then at the same time, it's like, okay, I gave you a sample and now get the heck out of the kitchen so I can continue to cook.
I would say going to the Washington Pavilion is like probably our favorite activity as a family to do. Just having Eli look at all the cool, science stuff, like all the stuff on the walls and like the little tornado thing. Like he really does get a kick out of that stuff. And their playrooms, I mean, their playrooms are insane. They're cool, but they're always packed full of kids. So I'm worried about him getting trampled over. But I would say like Washington Pavilion for us for right now, anyway.
Okay, cool. What's your favorite part about being a dad?
My favorite part about being a dad is every day the growing. Like every single day your kid's gonna grow. You're not gonna see like these small changes. Like I swear to God, and not literally, but like I think 2 years ago, my kid was like this. She was just a little runt, and now she's a fourth grader. She's 10 years old, and like she's very, very daring. So it's like I think got that from me. It's like she'll be like sitting on the couch, she'll put her phone down, she'll be like, "Dad, you want to wrestle?" I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if you can take me. And sure as shit, she takes me. She's gives me a run for my money. So just the everyday growing, it doesn't seem like a lot, but in the end of it, like you look over a time, like my kid just got a mullet. What was that? 3 weeks?
Yes, yes, she did.
And she's rocking it. She's absolutely loving it. She's got the cat scratches, the racing stripes in it. But every time you post on social media, like 2 years from now or 2 years ago, it's like, oh, you and your kid were doing this, you and your kid were doing that. It's like she used to have these short haircuts. She used to have long hair. So seeing those memories and where 10 years ago, where my kid was, and then thanks to technology, sharing those memories with me every year just so I can see how much she's growing. That's awesome.
Yeah, I want to add to that too. I mean, people are not as fortunate as me because I got to be, at home every day with my kid, which was a blessing and a curse sometimes too. Because there's sometimes you just want to rip your hair out of your skin because you're just like one thing after another is happening. But just seeing that everyday growth from him, I mean, just from how much hair he's gotten from when he was born, he looked like an old man, like old man with no hair, and then now he's got a full head of hair. I mean, like it's just crazy how much like their development increases, like week by week, day by day, hour by hour. Like it's something amazing to see, and I just love wrestling around with him. He loves it when I kind of like pretend to like body slam him onto the bed or something like that. It's just things like that that I'm glad that I get to share it with him. So yeah, I love it. It's amazing.
Can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my kid playing Fortnite or I don't know, something with the Oculus. Oh my goodness. Now I know that I need to get these styrofoam cushion thingies up, and she yells so loud it's so
Dang,
annoying.
kid.
I know.
Braxton's quite the Fortnite player. He's really good, actually.
Oh,
His
yeah?
dad's
Yeah.
pretty good too.
Yeah.
I play a little bit once in a while, but I'm pretty good.
What's your favorite video game to play?
Right now I'm stuck on Call of Duty, like the 3 and 4, and Slay the Spire.
I don't know what any of those are, but Call of Duty, obviously, I know, but I don't know what the other one is.
Slay the Spire, it's like a tower type game where you gain like cards and then like use those cards to attack like monsters in the dungeon, and you go up each level until like you've like elite ones. There's shops, like little question marks with little side things.
Okay. I'm not a gamer, so I'm like that's really cool.
It's
Yeah,
just
like
piqued my interest.
well, it's not like really that. It's like the guys at work play video games and everything like that, and they just like really get into it. And I'm like, oh, you lost me. I was playing a game last night. I'm like, I used to be into it, and it's just the older I get, I come and go in phases. Like I was really big into this, now I'm really big into that. So it's crazy as you get older, and your dad could probably attest for that. Of you kind of grow out of things and then you grow back into things. So absolutely. So when your dad's like, "Oh, I don't want to play catch anymore. I don't want you to throw the ball anymore," and then in like 2 years later, he's like, "Hey, let's go throw some catches or throw a football or whatever." So yeah, it's
throw some catches.
well, David, I seriously want to choke you out right now.
Oh, come over then. Bring food.
I will. You know what the funny thing is? I'll knock on the door and I guarantee your wife will let me in too.
Depends.
Depends on what. Don't let Eric come in the house. He's gonna hurt me.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Braxton, what else you got? What else you got for the podcast? What are some things that I don't know, like things that maybe some advice as a kid you can give other dads if there's any other dads watching this? Like, what is some advice? Like, hey, you should do this for your kid because he might appreciate it. Oh, don't do this. Don't drop him off at school and tell him bye, Angel. Yeah.
No, I'd recommend that. That's funny. I'd say hang out with them more, like take them outside if like they're not doing nothing and you're not doing nothing. Just like go out, do something, like drive around, anything. Just like some time with them's good.
Yeah, quality time is huge. It creates a bond. Like, so I mean, a lot of people are like, "Oh, I don't want to hang out with my kid. That's so weird." It's like, no, like the bonding, the father-son bonding experience is so huge. Obviously, the younger generation, I try to teach my kid, but I don't know when she's going to start learning to respect her elders. But it's like you look up to that person, and it's like when your dad says, "Hey, we should do this, we should do that," you're like, "Oh yeah, I trust you enough that you're going to tell me that it's the right thing to do." Like you're building that trust and that relationship.
Yeah.
Right, David?
Yeah, sorry, I lost power, so I was trying to plug in my stuff again.
What'd you do? Just
I don't
pull
know,
too
my
hard, left or the right?
I don't know. There's these outlets are kind of weird sometimes. I'll lose power and then like my lights will shut off, like my TikTok light and never.
Oh, you got to pay the electricity bill, man. That's how you keep the lights on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's good stuff. Dave, what else do you got? You got some advice for Braxton? Like, hey, do this for your dad. Don't do that.
Honestly, just try to listen to your parents. I mean, listening can go a long ways. I know sometimes, like, we're all stubborn. I'm just as stubborn as you are. I mean, but like, just listening to your parents can go a long ways in the future. Especially when you're on your own. Like the things that you learn from your parents carry over to who you are as a person in the future. And so, just kind of, I know sometimes you probably don't want to listen, but I mean, like, there's a lot of truth to what they're telling you just because they experienced all that stuff when they were young, just like you. And so, like, things do come back to bite you in the butt, in the future if you don't listen to the things that your parents are telling you. That's probably the biggest thing. That's probably my biggest regret is not listening enough, but I was also a shithead too, so.
Well, I think I take the cake on that, but yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more with David. Listen to your parents. When mom says no, dad, go ask dad. When dad says no, go ask mom.
Yes.
No, it's just, listen to your parents more. Like, obviously, they have a lot more life experience than you. And this goes to all kids. This isn't just for you. It's to me too. It's, if I'm at work and I got these guys that are folks that are older than me, like when I sit down at work and I listen to the stories of, the older generation, I would say that 60, 70-year-old, they come in and they tell you life stories, life experiences. Like it actually sinks in where you can learn something like they've experienced, whether it's the Great Depression or obviously not, but like what did they experience in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s? They lived through so many generations, so many natural disasters. And it's like, it's so crazy what they went through to give you what you have now. Like if it wasn't for your grandpa and grandma, you probably wouldn't have technology. It's like, what did they do to be a part of, us doing this podcast tonight and, giving you, the awesome parents that you got to provide and do all that fun stuff for you. Right, Davey?
Yes, sir.
David, were you even listening to me?
Yes, I was.
You're just as bad as the kids out there nowadays. Not listening. Got to tell you 3 or 4 times.
Wait, what was that?
Yeah, exactly. I know your wife tells you 3 or 4 times. I experience that every Sunday when I come over.
Well, yeah, I mean, selective hearing is a thing. So, Braxton, I know it's a little bit early yet, but so I don't know if you've watched our show before or not. I don't know, maybe your parents told you about it or something like that. But our big thing for this show is, being a dad from the Midwest. I mean, you got to have a dad joke. So, do you have any good jokes that you can share with us when that comes time? It is probably about that time, but
yeah. Do you know what a dad joke is, Braxton?
Yeah, it's like a really corny joke.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. It is probably the cheesiest, the stupidest, the corniest joke you could ever think of that only anybody's going to think. Is like if you tell a joke and nobody laughs except for your dad, that's a dad joke.
I don't think I can come up with one right now, but I need some time. But I feel like to figure one out.
Well, maybe when we do ours, maybe like we'll go first, and then maybe you can think of one.
Yeah, gotcha.
Eric likes to copycat the website I get mine stuff from. So,
I'm pretty sure I used to rock these episodes with not Googling dad jokes.
Yeah, but
I think
we're
you've
old.
Googled every single dad joke you told on this podcast. So don't be calling me out and throwing me under the bus, running me over.
Boom.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, guess what I got today?
What?
I got notification. You guys should check it out. Billion Nissan of Sioux Falls. Yeah, this guy's got Salesman of the Month last month. It's all up on there. It's all over Facebook. Check it out. I'm a big deal.
Yeah, he answers the phones when he has his day off.
I'm just the janitor of the month.
That's what gets you Employee of the Month.
Yeah, exactly. It's the little things that count, Brad.
Yay.
It's the little things that count. Just ask David's wife.
That sounds so bad, dude. That sounds awful.
Oh.
God.
Well, it's good stuff though. It's funny.
Yes, it is.
Braxton, what time's your bedtime?
Like around 10-ish.
Around 10ish. What about your brothers and sisters? What do you think is a good bedtime for the different ages? Like, where do you think you need to be for amount of sleep?
For me, either like a good 6 hours is good. 7 hours or 8 hours is way too much. So I
Yeah.
either try to stay up a little bit, and then for like littler kids, I feel like they need that full sleep. Otherwise, they wake up like cranky, angry, and just trying to fight with you.
Davey, what is your kid sleep? What time do you put him in bed? What time do you wake him up?
So we're a late family, so we were putting him to bed around midnight, 12:30, 1 o'clock, and then he would sleep till freaking all throughout the night usually, and then wake up at like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. That's when I was staying home with him. But then we just like when I started working full time again, we're just like, nah, we need to start getting him to bed earlier so he can wake up at a decent time. So we try to put him to bed around 10.
Okay.
Sometimes it's 9:30, and then he usually wakes up just once throughout the night, once or twice, depending on if he's sick or not. But change his diaper, and then usually wakes up around 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, which
Okay.
pisses Karen off because I'm at work by then, and she's not a morning person at all. So
Oh man.
he always
Selfish.
sleeps in for me, but he'll wake up all hours of the night.
That's
Poor
awesome.
poor girl. She's such a rock star though for doing that.
Yeah, such a saint.
Yes.
Yeah, my daughter Lucy, she has got probably the weirdest sleep schedule. With me being in the military for 15 and a half years, I can sleep anywhere. Like I can sleep standing up, I can sleep on a hard concrete floor, I can sleep on a couch, a bed, I can sleep upside down, I can do all that good stuff. I didn't know that would be transferred through genes, genetics, and everything else because that kid can do the exact same thing. So she will stay up all night long. There's some nights, like, I don't know why, but it was like on a weekend, she would stay up till like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Jeez.
Like, I'm getting up, getting ready to go to, actually, I think it was like a snow day or something like that. She's like, yeah, Dad, I've been up all night. I'm going to go to bed. I'm like, kid, I'm going to work. So it's crazy. Like, she's got a weird sleep schedule. The weekends, like you, David, she's got a late night, 10, 11, 12 o'clock because she's got all weekend to sleep in. But yeah, when it comes to school week, it's 9 o'clock. You're in bed, kid, and it's 6:30. You're getting up so Dad can make you breakfast so you don't have to eat that nasty school lunch or school breakfast. It's nasty, isn't it?
Oh yeah, especially the stuff we have is like all prepackaged, but whenever it's like actual food, I don't know, I can't eat it.
So you like the actual food or the prepackaged stuff?
Prepackaged because they have bagels, and I can get that strawberry cream cheese with it, and ooh.
Oh yes, absolutely. Well, it's a pretty good episode. I got some pointers in there. Some good stuff.
I agree.
The insight of a 16-year-old child, whether it's a boy or a girl, just to see how your dad or other dads need to act or react stuff to make their lives easier their kids' lives easier and then make everybody's life easier. But with that being said, it's dad joke time.
Oh.
It is dad joke time.
Dad joke time. Woo woo. Let's go.
Let's
Braxton,
go.
you got one up yet?
No, not quite. I'll let you guys
Come
go first. So I'll figure one
Oh,
out.
man, we gave you 55 minutes and 36 seconds to come up with a dad joke. If you did not know before the episode that we do these dad jokes for the last 5 minutes of the podcast, it's all David's fault.
Yep.
You are his guest tonight. And if you were my guest, I would have told you, like, hey, Braxton, you need a dad joke. Braxton, dad joke.
That would have been real helpful at the beginning.
I did screw up. Forgot to tell him earlier.
God, David.
I have CRS.
CRS.
I do have 2 of them, so hopefully, you can think of one. Eric, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go?
You got 100 freaking dad jokes. Why don't you just tell them all?
All right. I'll go first. All right. Did you hear that laughing too loudly is illegal in Hawaii? They only permit aloha.
Stupid. Oh.
And then Braxton, this one's for you. You don't work there anymore, but I hate my job. All I do is crush cans all day. It's so depressing.
I get it. Soda depressing.
So depressing.
Yeah. Little boy asks his dad, "Who is Little Caesar's dad?" The dad goes, "I don't know. Who?" And the son goes, "Papa John's."
Papa John's. God, we are idiots.
We are. We're probably the biggest idiots on this podcast.
We should, though, because, we're the only 2 on the podcast.
Yeah, consistently.
I know you got one up there, Braxton. Your dad and you have jokes up the wazoo.
I'm trying to think of a good one here. I'm brewing.
It's Bruin?
No, it's Brian. DeBrian.
DeBruin. DeBruin.
DeBrian.
That's a U, not an A.
Yeah.
DeBruin.
The U is silent.
So it's DeBrin?
DeBrian.
You said the U is silent, so it's DeBrian. B-R-I-N. DeBrian.
Okay. Yes.
DeBrian.
Brian.
No, there is no A. DeBrian. Brian.
B-R-U-I-N.
Yeah, but you said the U is silent.
Oh my God. What are we spelling? Rock?
And you are not being silent. Get it? That's a dad joke. Get it?
Okay, I think I got one.
All right. David left. He'll be back here shortly. Oh, damn. We thought we lost you.
All right, I think I got one. I think I got one.
All right, Braxton. Fire away.
Okay. Let's see. Did you hear the joke about the deaf people? No, I couldn't hear it either.
See, that's a good one. That's great. I couldn't hear it either.
That's good. I like that one. That was way better than ours.
Yeah. We had to Google ours. You just thought of that in your head.
Yes. Absolutely. That's good stuff. Braxton, I really do appreciate you coming on the show tonight, giving us a little insight of what these kids are looking for, or what these kids are kind of doing, what they're expecting out of their dads, their moms, all that good stuff. I know it is dad squad, but you can't have a good dad without a good mom. So, really appreciate you giving us the insight of the teenage boy life.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely, Braxton. Really do appreciate it. Maybe one of these weeks we can bring you back on the show, or maybe we can get your dad and you together, and then maybe we can ask you guys together, like some different questions and stuff like that. So
I'm sure you could.
Absolutely.
That could be in the making.
Absolutely.
So, but yeah, I think that wraps it up for tonight. Eric, you got anything else you want to add?
No, absolutely not. Other than Braxton, I don't know if you're big into motocross, but they do got the old concrete challenge this weekend.
Concrete challenge.
Yeah, it's dirt bikes. They're on like little concrete. They spray soda syrup down and they race. I don't know if you and your dad want to go and watch. I don't know if you guys are into that kind of stuff, but some pretty good stuff.
Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there. David, you gonna be there?
I don't know. Probably not.
Lame. I'll let Murph know that you said F him. F
No,
him.
no.
He's probably watching right now.
Probably is.
It's all good. Heck yeah, man. Braxton, thanks again, man. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah.
Let all your friends know and their dads know that we do dad podcast, dad squad stuff every Wednesday. Heck
At
yeah.
around 8 p.m., depending on when Eric gets off.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's no yoke.
Nope. All right, Braxton. Well, yeah, that's it for us tonight. So I really do appreciate it. It was a good episode, and I'm sure we'll see you again soon.
Have a good night, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep.
You too.
Yep. See ya.
See ya.